friends. Good day, humans. Today is a very light story. It could be a fun story if you are not an animal. Yet you know that how many animals were eaten a day. Globally, what is kind of measured in the Western world, it's about 60 billion individual animals were slaughtered to feed the Western population. Less than 2 billion humans eating about 60 billion individual animals, different kind. So, light subject for today, yet not so happy for many of these slaughtered animals. Goes like this. Does animal in you still feeds off animal fears? In sausages, in steaks, in fish, in crickets, in silkworms, and on and on. Pretty much every walking animal, crawling animal is, well, let's say, eatable by these creatures who pretend they are still humans. It is absolutely a very grim subject to talk about when you consider why we're doing it, why you are doing it, because I'm out of it for quite a long time ago. Why people eat other animals, why people before, and some even now, eat other people. Why the top royal banking hidden elite eating a little children? What is the ritual there that brings all these things together? Oh, there's another one, I missed it. Why Sunday morning in Catholic Church, every, let's call it indecent church follower eats a body of Christ and drinks the blood of the Christ? Why are we so inclined to keep this cannibalism gene within us, not even considering that there is a possibility to change? We don't have to die, we will not suffer, we'll actually save many other animals, many millions and billions at the present time. Major stream of news comes in last week. Croatia, Austria, Italy, US, Israel. The poisoned meat. Brazil, Argentina, sorry I'm missing, it's like a myriad of countries that are massive producers of certain, or importers of certain meat products, were filled with poisons or with viruses or parasites. Some are publicized, like salmonellas, like other poison things, so they're becoming dangerous to still continue to be a meat eater. Or to me, you're just like meat devourer. In the other hand, you could be just called a pure cannibal. Cannibal is not a bad word if you know who you're hurting. So cannibals are eating other people. To me, cannibals are as well the ones who are eating other living beings, sentient beings. So is it a cow a sentient being? Is it a chicken a sentient being? So let's depict a little bit the word sentient. Sent, it could be translated as the one who can feel. Is it? The cow, the one who feels when the butcher slaughter her, when they know they're going to be killed with a shot in their head or blood drained all over the floors. And then what's the best thing? People don't consider energetic exchange between these totally terrified animals. Some of them are actually drowned. They're actually choked with an air. Every fish who breathes under the water, when it's put on the surface, it's actually choked to death. This feeling remains in every cell in their body, in their flesh. So you, while eating it, what you actually doing? You're just consuming a ton of fear from these animals, from the fishes, from the sea products, into your energetic bodies. Not only into your physical body. Your stomach will melt even stones. It can consume like Coca-Cola, which is a total poison, and still many people live while drinking Coca-Cola. Yet how much they are themselves, that's another question. So if you consider energetic exchange in the diet of eating animals, is nothing else but a massive sacrifice. Yet sacrifice of animal energy as well as sacrificing of your energies, because while you are programmed that this is the only way to sustain yourself is to eat another sentient being who feels and transmute these fearful feelings into the meat that you consume months later or whatever, days later, some cases years later, because in Croatia I found some products 15, 16 years old, frozen, and they cannot even determine, is it a cow, is it a sheep, is it maybe a human. So check these little stories are now showing up everywhere. Yet filling yourself with the energies of fear, it's nothing else but being continuously reprogrammed to stay in fearful mode. That you have no choice but to continue what your ancestors were doing. I mean, they were stupid. You don't have to be stupid if they are stupid. So, if your parents were complete animal lovers and they carrying around little dogs, little cats, but they're still eating the cows and chickens and the fish and the dolphins and so on. To me, this is a hypocrisy over your own energetics. So your energetic body cannot sustain being hypocritical. Yet humans somehow trick their own physical body into this hypocrisy. And this is where the disease comes as like a primary response of the physical body. Because they don't wanna, your physical body don't wanna be fed any more fears. I'm not saying this for the sake of you'll be sick if you're eating. You know that you're already sick. You feel it. If something is really not right with your energetics, with your anxieties, with your jumpiness, with your getting, easily upset and argumentative. Yet, if you check the vegans or vegetarian people, they are to me much more human because they are much calmer, less upset. I mean, this is not a preaching to you. I'm just saving the animals. Simple as that. You have a choice because you are on the, let's call it, top of the food chain in this animal scheme of eating. So a little fish cannot complain to any kind of special, a creator, Congress, coalition of vegetarians who will protect it. No. This little fish can only complain to the one who's going to eat her by not really being so pleasant anymore. If you consider how many people die by meat products, how many people were killed by meat products, and meat products are coming in a variety of produces. They're saying, oh, this is organic cow, or this is free-range chicken. Who cares? How do you know? It still hurt at this animal who has been killed. I don't want to go into the breeding purposes, what they've done genetically to change these animals to have a pig that it has enormous amount of fat, and they grow to like hundreds of kilos in weight in a matter of 2-3 years. Abnormal, genetic manipulation. So why continue something that is hurting you? I'm just asking you a question. I know why. That's why I stopped. When I get fully informed what is doing to me. Not that I really found somewhere else, but actually I start feeling on my body. When I don't eat it, my pH, acidity dropped instantly. And you can check. There is a simple technique to check your pH in your body. Little strips. In any pharmacy you can buy these little strips and check what kind of food brings you what kind of acidity. You want to go in the opposite direction of being acid, because acid body creates a beautiful energetics for growing cancers, parasites, and so on. I'm just talking on the physical level. I'm not talking even on energetics, where the entities are striving to come into the people who are addicted to a meat, to chickens, to hamburgers, and so on. So, my suggestion, if you live in let's say Europe, Africa, there's many nice products that are coming out, and especially in South Africa. They developed such a beautiful, they call it meat replacement, but it's all organic from different kind of vegetables, beans, seeds, and they have 60 different products that you can use as replacement for the meat. And it's absolutely beautifully tasting. It's called Fry Family, FRY family.com. Check. If you care for yourself, if you care for your well-being, your physical well-being, and especially if you care for your emotional well-being, because you'll be less programmed, you'll be much harder to take over with a fearful thoughts, with a strange vibrations that brings you towards the suicide or to killing others, or any kind of other thoughts that many aggressive people have. Yet when you consider this is just one of the slices of the onion, or whatever the layers of the onion that we as a humanity have to peel off our back so we don't eat other sentient beings anymore. I wish you enjoy the fried foods as I do, as Denise do, and as millions of people, because this company grew into absolute giant in this kind of new industry. So enjoy.